Was it that going from this to this increased our sales conversion rate by almost 20%? In this video, I'm going to break down my thoughts for why this old school style two-step checkout page converted and beat our little pretty fancy one here by almost 20%. Now, if you don't know me, my name's Zach. I help coaches, consultants, and course creators get paid to get new clients through low ticket offers, or what I call micro offers, that pre-sell buyers into your premium stuff, your memberships, or your courses. And what I want to do is break down why I believe that when I was looking at this checkout page lost by such a significant margin to this old school one that we used to run over 2 years ago. And the first thing I want to touch on is why I think this one, was doing good. Like, it was converting at around 30%. This one converted around 48 when I was looking in the last week here. And there's a few things that I see on this one. So first, I want to look specifically at the mobile. And the first thing I notice between these two is that if I compare these side by side right here, boom, we're going to compare these like this. This one is a little bit more scrolling involved. Okay. There's also another key thing I think of, which is that the price is displayed right here. And also we're asking for a phone number. Now, when we had this same checkout page and we tested the phone number actually didn't increase or decrease the conversion rate. So the phone number, yes, could sway it slightly, but I don't think it's that much because it's still going for a buyer intent purchase. I think the core thing I see is that because this is more of an impulsive buy, it's a $27 offer. It's not a $9.97 offer. Okay. I think having this additional information up here actually hurt the conversion rate. And it could also be that the white background and the simplicity of this just creates an easy buyer transaction. There's really nothing here. So the first thing they see on mobile, which most people purchase on mobile, is literally like enter your name and info, which this is carried over from the previous page. So the only thing they have to do is click next step. And the nice thing too is that the next thing is quite simple, like enter your credit card details. It's all right at the top here. Where this one, you enter your credit card details, you have to keep scrolling down. This one, you don't have to actually scroll. It literally is just like right there with the two-step checkout. And then these order bumps are the exact same. We change the order here, which is one minor thing, but pretty much like, and have this button is enroll in the 5x5 Anxiety Relief Power Pack versus click here to place your order, right? And then more information below plus testimonials. So in theory, this one, because there's more selling points, or not selling points, but testimonials, things should, in my mind, at first, keep the order or increase the order rate. But in fact, it was the opposite. And the thing I'm starting to see and going to be testing a lot further after noticing this is really just focusing on reducing the sheer amount of steps rather than giving them more information. So especially if they come to a checkout page after reading a sales page, like they're most likely pre-framed to buy anyway. So my question is like, what can I do here in order to like make this checkout process so seamless? And it's quite obvious, like, have a two-step order form like this. So they only come here. The only thing I would probably do to change is, and I would test, I'm going to test this after, is including like a guarantee logo right here. Like we have this 100% satisfaction guarantee, but I'd be like backed by a no questions asked lifetime guarantee right here. And then the only thing they see is, okay, I'm protected by all this safety stuff and backed by a lifetime guarantee. Let's just click this. Because again, when they come to this page, we ask for this information previously on the other page. It brings them right here. Okay, so that's the first thing I would test. The second thing also to improve this is literally just taking this and putting it as as part of the checkout process on the sales page. So removing the checkout page entirely to reduce even more friction. And the thing I see is like, if you could just reduce the most friction, especially for low tickets, like low ticket products like this, you are going to increase sales. Because compared to this, where they have to scroll, there's way more text. Like they have to, this is already pre-populated. That's true, but they still have to enter a phone number. Then they have to scroll further. There's no scrolling. Like I could literally do this, click, enter my credit card details in right here. Boom. and click and roll. Whereas like this, they have to scroll so much more in order to do that. And funny enough, it's like when we look at this from a marketer perspective, it's like, oh, or kind of an outside perspective, it's like thinking, oh, these little things, like they don't make much of a difference, but the data tells differently. Data tells that they actually do make a huge difference, and that our goal as a marketer, as well as someone that wants to change people's lives and make impact, is to make it as easy as possible for them to do that, because we're so used to now to like one click Amazon purchase, boom, like we're ready to literally click that and buy so quickly. So the core thing we really need to focus on is how, once we have actually pre-sold them on the offer, which should all be done on the sales page, of getting them like basically sold into the product, so that by the time they hit the checkout page, they're literally just entering their details. They're not second guessing it really too much or anything like that. How can we just make the transaction process as easy, as simple as possible? So that's why I believe that this two-step method hit so well and did so much better in comparison to this longer one. All right. So test it out yourself. Let me know what you see. And again, like I have these kind of trust symbols here. I might even like pull this and test that, putting that here. But overall, it seems like this simple checkout page just converted so much better. So if you like this kind of content, you want to see more, I'm going to be documenting more as we're scaling this business to over 100K per month. Let me know, please like, subscribe, and drop any comments or questions you have below. I'm happy to answer all of them. Thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next